What's happening, everybody? My name is Nick Martinez. I'm really excited to be here tonight. We wanted to do just a really quick Zoom to share with you some information that you might have missed last week while we were doing some keto life parties. If you're watching this, you were probably either invited somewhere in North Carolina, maybe you were invited to one in Georgia or even Florida. And we got to shake up different flavors of Keto Nat and taste it. And at these keto life parties, we really just talked a little bit about what the products do, how they work, how you can get your hands on them. So tonight we just wanted to share some stories so that you could hear what's possible with the product, and also kind of go through how it works and kind of specifically what it does. So hopefully you'll get your questions asked or answered. And then at the end, we'll talk to you just about how to get started right now and kind of the different options for that. So like I said, my name is Nick. I live out in Minnesota. It was nice being down south this past week because it was super warm there. We got like 20 inches of snow over the last couple of days here where I am. I've been drinking and sharing ketones now for the last 7.5 years. I used to be a full-time airline pilot. I did not know what ketones were when I started drinking them. I literally got a call from a friend who happened to be a flight attendant who was saying, Nick, I found something that's going to help with your energy. It's going to help you not crave junk on the road. You're going to be able to eat better. You're going to sleep better. You just have to have this. And I didn't know what keto was. I'd not done a ketogenic diet, and I wasn't even looking for a weight loss product. So the neat thing with ketones is as I started drinking them, it fueled my brain. It fueled my muscles and my heart. It helped me not crave the foods I was craving. And back then, my 9-year-old, who's here right now, was 2. I used to come home from my trips, watch her from my napping position on the floor. And with ketones, I came home and I was chasing her around the house to the point where my wife would come home from work, look at me, look at the kid, look at me, look at the kid, wondering like, what's gotten into you? What's going on? And the only thing that had shifted at the time was ketones. So that's just a little bit about what it's done for me. Initially, I kind of shrank a little bit. I let go of a lot of body fat, lost about 12 pounds in the first couple of months. And then since then, I've actually added about 25 pounds. So we get the question a lot, well, is this a weight loss product? I want to lose weight or I don't want to lose weight. Well, the reality, it's a health product, okay, that's going to help you to become a healthier version of yourself. And if that means that you need to release a lot of body fat, yes, it's going to help you do that. If that means you need to maintain and gain muscle, yes, it's going to help you do that, or maybe a combination thereof. So you're probably going to hear from one of the people that invited you to a keto life party. I actually have 4 individuals here who are just going to share a very quick snippet of their story. But let's start with, I see Anne. Anne, if you want to come off mute real quick and just share a little bit about what ketones have done for you.
The ketones have done for me is actually have more energy, focus more, be able to clean my house better, and lost 38 pounds so far and been on it since June.
Awesome. On it since June. When what's your favorite flavor and how often do you drink it?
I have a lot of favorites. I like Groovy Grape, Heart Tart. Oh, just too many to name, really. I do like a lot of them.
Awesome.
And I drink most time 2 a day.
Okay. Fantastic.
1 in the morning, the charge in the morning, and the caffeine free in the afternoon.
Awesome. And down 38 pounds. That's fantastic, Ann.
Yes.
And told me she's turning 70 very shortly here. So woohoo.
A week from Sunday.
A week from Sunday. That is exciting. A big milestone. Well, thank you, Ann, for sharing. And so if you're wondering, like, can you get me a pack of ketones, one of you? Yeah, please. Basically, it's a powder that you mix up with ice and water. You shake it up, you drink it over the course of about 20 to 30 minutes. And in that time, you can test your blood, you can test your urine, you're in a state of ketosis. That's a fancy way of saying that you have more. This is my 9-year-old that used to be 2 when I started drinking this. Fancy way of saying that you have fuel in your body basically to power your cells. So ketones are one of your body's 2 fuel sources. You can use carbs and sugar, or you can use ketones. Carbs and sugar comes from carbs and sugar, basically blood glucose. Ketones come when you metabolize fat. Normally you have to do a ketogenic diet very strictly, or you have to fast, and that puts you in a state of ketosis. This is not the diet. I want to be very clear about this. This is not the ketogenic diet. You can do keto and drink ketones and have a lot of great success, but you do not have to. That's the beauty of this. I had somebody at the meeting last night in Georgia said, Nick, I didn't drink it for the last 2 weeks because I've just been on the road and I've been eating junk. I'm like, that's when you need to drink this. Why? Because you need that extra mental clarity. You need to feel a little bit better. You need fewer cravings when you're doing that. And this ketones works very, very well in those environments. So thank you so much for sharing. And I see, let's see, Allie. Allie, you want to share a little bit about your story with ketones?
Sure. I'm Allie. I live in Tampa, Florida. I am a wife and a mom to 4 teenagers. I started drinking ketones in April of 2022. And before I started drinking them, I was overweight. I was tired. I was just kind of really lost in my life. I kind of just was putting my husband and my kids first and trying to make life great for them, and was kind of disappearing in the background, and kind of just, I was a miserable person. I found my friend Amber on dancing around on social media talking about ketones, and I was like, do I have to do the keto diet with that? And she was like, nope. And so I gave it a go. I gave it a good 3 weeks. And in the first 3 weeks, I had lost 8 pounds. And now here I am 10 months later, and I'm down 70 pounds. But more than that, I'm showing up as a better mom and a better wife and a happier me, which is a big thing. So
That's awesome. That's no small feat. Releasing 70 pounds and shifting. Now, tell me, did you do a ketogenic diet alongside this, or did you just drink ketones and maybe listen to your body, eat when you're hungry, not when it's your time?
I did not do a keto diet. I do eat relatively low carb. I feel like that works best with my body, but I'm a mom of teenagers, so there's a lot of junk food in our house. So sometimes we have a lot of pizza or whatever laying around. So if I do end up eating that stuff, I really listen to my body, and I make sure like the next few nights I stay really low carb and really healthy to create balance.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Todd, let's hear that. You don't have to be a woman to drink this product. I know you've heard from a couple ladies so far, but Todd's been drinking ketones since October, and it was really fun to be around him and his family, his parents drinking this as well, and just hear their stories. But Todd, why don't you share with us a little bit about your journey with ketones?
Sure. My name is Todd. I'm from Burlington, North Carolina. I'm a chef. Have you ever heard the saying, never trust a skinny chef, but you never had nothing to worry about with me. I had reached about 300 pounds, and I knew I had to do something to get that off. And then I had a tragic motorcycle accident, which kind of gave me even worse setback. So my A1C was up to a 10.2, and I went on the ketogenic diet at that point. Got to a plateau. I leveled out at probably about 25 pounds and was looking for something else. I couldn't get over that hump. And I'd been following Nick on his recipes. And so I finally bit the bullet and bought one of his 5-pack trial samples. And it was a 1-pack wonder for me. After the first pack, I had so much energy. I slept better that night. And after the five samples, I had to order some more at that point. And in doing so now, I'm down a total of over 90 pounds, 10 pant sizes. And I got like 20 more pounds to go for my goal at this point. But my A1C has gone from 10.2 to a 5.5. I'm off all my medication, high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes. I had diabetes type 2. And so I was on all that medication as well. So I've dropped all that now. And I just feel amazing. It's a wonder. My parents are 74 and 75. My mom's been taking it now since Christmas. She's down about 30 pounds, and my dad's down about 24 at this point. So
that's awesome. So fun, so much fun to meet your parents as well and hear their stories. And the thing with ketones is, like, we're not making medical claims. We're not saying drink this, it's going to cure anything. However, we will say if you drink this, you'll make better food choices. If you drink this, you'll have more energy. If you drink this, you'll sleep better. If you do all those things, guess what starts to happen? Your body goes back to the way that it should be. So if you do have medical challenges, make sure you're working with your doctor and say, hey, I want to start, getting into wellness and getting into better health. Help me with that. Add this in and you'll be amazed at what starts to happen. So thank you so much for sharing, Todd. We have one more story to hear. Her name is Jocelyn. She's on here as well. Jocelyn, you want to share with us a little bit about what ketones have done for you?
Yeah. So my name is Jocelyn. I'm 32 years old, and I am a independent insurance agent during the day. Basically, well, Todd is my neighbor. We're both from Burlington. And I just saw his results and was curious about what he was doing. So I just asked him one day, hey, what are you doing? And he gave me some samples. He, told me about it, and I just fell in love with it. First, I was always that person that would get to work and I needed like a 30-minute break before I started working, because I was like, my energy level was not there yet. I was not ready. But now I'm the person that walks in and I'm just the happiest person in there. And they're like, oh God, here she comes with her perky self in the morning. Another thing that, I have lost about 17 pounds, probably more now, because last time I went to the doctor, it was 17. And I've been drinking it since November. But the most that it has helped me with is my self-esteem. I've always been like a chunky girl, I guess you could say, a fluffy girl. But it really has helped me with my self-esteem. I feel a lot better about myself. I like the way I look now, the way I'm starting to look even better. Like every day I feel like I look a little bit better. And it's great. I love it. Everyone that asks me, I'm like, oh, this is what I'm doing. I'm like, I've always been a girl that loves sweets. And lately I have just not craved them or anything. So I love Pruvit and I love the ketones.
I love it. I love it. Well, so as you're watching this, you're probably asking yourself, all right, I've heard the stories, like I just want to test it out and see if it works. So I'm going to go through the different options to get started. Whoever invited you to this video, they can either get you a trial pack, 5 or 10 servings to start. You can buy that from them, but I would recommend grabbing like just one of our bundle packs. I'll go through in a second, where you can really get a full supply and just get started. Right. It's one of those things where some people will notice it in the first couple of days. Some people will notice something in the first couple of weeks, and everywhere in between there. But you are going to notice that you have a little bit more pep in your step, a little bit bigger smile on your face. You are going to notice that you're a little bit less hungry all the time. You are going to notice that maybe you're sleeping better, or a combination of all of those things. And it unfolds a little bit differently for everyone. You just have to give it a chance, because I know this, if you get ketones into your brain is going to light up, your brain is going to be a little bit happier, and that transfers into so many different things in your life. So we have 2 different options for you. Number one, you can become a customer. We have our best pricing is what's called subscribe and save. You get to basically join our VIP program. You set up a reoccurring order. I'll go through different options with that here in a second. Number 2, you can join our community as a promoter. And you just heard from Todd and Jocelyn and Allie about them sharing this. And they decided when they got started to join us as a promoter. Why? Because they figured, you know what? I'm going to probably share this with my mom, my dad, my sister, my best friend, my neighbor. I might as well get rewarded for it. And I might as well have a community of support in the process, because we have an amazing, amazing community of support with Pruvit. We have systems for you to follow. And right now, the world is in a place where they're looking for something. Every living room that I was in, every meeting space that I was in over the last couple of weeks, people showed up that just didn't have hope. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know where to turn. They've tried every diet. They're heavier than they've ever been over the last 3 years. They're in a place where they have less energy than they've ever had. And we have a solution. Like, this is the first thing I've ever found that I can almost guarantee you, like, just start drinking this, life is going to change for the better. So if that is something that interests you, I'll show you the promoter options here in a second. We have an amazing promotion going on where it's $1 to join us as a promoter when you grab one of our promoter packs. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick and walk through a couple of these. And then get back with whoever shared this with you and tell them, I want to get started with whatever option is the right fit for you. So first is our bundle packs. We have our challenge kit, which is a variety box. This is kind of the best option. If you just get the challenge kit itself, that is an option as well. It's 20 servings of ketones, 5 different flavors, half caffeine and half caffeine free. It's a great way to get started. I recommend adding it with the bundle. You're going to save extra money and you're going to get this iFast. I won't take a ton of time to go into this, but intermittent fasting is a really popular thing right now. This is a tool to help you accelerate an intermittent fast over the course of 5 days. And it really helps you hit the ground running. It really helps you jumpstart and accelerate results. If you're looking to maybe transform a little bit quicker, if you're looking to amplify your energy even faster, this is definitely a great way to go. Now we have a good, better, best bundle, and you just get extra product with each of them. The best bundle gives you our electrolytes, which are really great, as well as Keto Kick, which is kind of is basically an amplified ketone. It looks like a 5-hour energy shot, except it's a shot of ketones, essentially. Absorbs instantly. They're really, really good. So choose one of these bundles. Whichever one is kind of the right fit for you. The better bundle is an awesome one. That's probably our most popular seller. And for those that just like to try all the goodies and really get to maximize their experience, the best bundle is awesome. Now, with these, you can always add the dollar membership and become a promoter where you're going to get paid and rewarded for sharing this with others. Now, if you're somebody that's maybe more serious, like Ann, Todd, Jocelyn, and Allie, who just shared, you're going to want to grab one of our promoter packs. And these are going to get you the best discount as far as on the packs. You're buying a little bit more product. You're getting a bigger discount and you're getting the promoter membership for $1. And I was just on the phone with somebody earlier today explaining like, hey, these are a great option. Number one, you're going to have a lot of ketones to drink yourself. And then number two, we're going to lock arms with you and teach you how to share this with others and then how to offer 5 or 10 serving trial packs. Because not everybody's ready to just grab a box through the website, but a lot of your friends will say, I want to try it first. Well, if you have some packs on hand, you can sell them 5 or you can sell them 10. And we teach you how to make sure you cover your costs. We usually do 5 for 40 or 10 for 75. Cover your costs, and that way you're not in your pocket for those, but you're able to utilize this as a tool to help more people get started with ketones. Hi, Juliana. So the last thing here I'll mention is if you're really serious, this mega pack, this mega trial builder pack does have this thing called a rank 5 pass, which essentially just means that Pruvit will pay you at the 5th rank in our compensation plan for the first year. There's 10 ranks. If you're familiar with kind of how this stuff works, there's 10 different kind of milestone ranks. And 1 through 10, and they'll start at rank 5. So you just get paid a higher percentage if you build a community. If you do nothing and share it with nobody, tell nobody, it doesn't matter. It won't make any difference. But if you do start to build a community, this will increase the commissions regardless of if you hit that rank during the first year. So those are the different options. If you have questions about them, definitely reach out to whoever invited you here, get those questions answered. And I encourage you, tell them, I want to get started as a promoter and I want to do that mega pack, or I want to get started as a customer and I want to do that better bundle. Tell them how you want to get started, grab their website, and then basically start drinking ketones. You're going to absolutely love it. So let's see. Allie, any final words to somebody that's watching this for the first time as far as maybe joining us as a promoter or a customer?
Yeah, absolutely. I would just encourage you to take the jump and go for it. It's totally been life-changing for me, and not just for me, but for my family. Like I had said earlier, I'm showing up as a better wife and a better mom. And I was really like on the fence. Is this something that I want to share? But once I met the community and got connected to people, it is such an amazing community full of people that are not only just spending their time trying to be their best selves, but they're reaching in to help others be their best self. And that's just so incredibly encouraging and heartfelt. And I'm just so happy I made the choice to do it. And I think you should too.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you everyone for being on tonight. Thank you all for sharing your stories and welcoming me into your communities and your homes. And look forward to seeing you who is watching this right now as part of our community. So have a great night, guys. Happy Friday, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.
Bye.